The competition was split into 3 separate sections of judging: noise tests, static, and flying sections. The noise tests involved the assessment of the amount of noise produced by each aircraft when the engine was run at full throttle. The way in which this was scored was quite simple. The quietest model was awarded 100%, the loudest model was awarded 0%, and the marks were awarded in between those 2 noise levels to every other model tested. The noise section of the competition attracted only 10% of the total marks available in the competition, but it could still make or break a good position. In fact, it was more than possible for a superb model, flown brilliantly, to remain fairly low down in the final scores because it was producing too much noise. The static judging section of the competition attracted 40% of the total marks, so here was a big opportunity to attract a high position right from the start. We'll see much more of the static judging and how it was organised a little later in the programme. The judging of the model's capability in the air attracted the highest percentage of the score, with a possible 50% of the total score available. Each pilot was required to fly 3 times and perform a number of manoeuvres which would show the model off to best advantage in front of the judges. There were only 3 manoeuvres which every pilot was required to perform. The first was the takeoff, which had to be smooth with a jet-like climb away from the ground, whilst keeping the model in line with the centre of the runway. The second mandatory manoeuvre was straight and level flight. This may sound simple, but the model was required to fly for between 5 and 10 seconds at a height of between 3 and 10 meters, and was judged on how level the flight path was and how constant the height. The third required maneuver was a circuit approach and landing. Apart from these 3 mandatory maneuvers, there were 5 other figures required from each pilot in his schedule. The pilots were also allowed to make 1 technical maneuver, which could be something like a bomb drop, parachute, or landing drogue chute operation, or speed brake descent.